Morning, Mr. Stanley. Okay, so I'm a technician carrying out the safety inspection on your V40 today. As you look to the near side front, all the steering suspension components are all in good condition. There's no excessive play in any of the joints, all the boots are intact. There's no leaks on the calipers, breakers or shock absorber. Both front coil springs are all intact. The near side front tyre is reading between 5.1 and 6.3 millimeters. The legal limit is 1.6. As you may be able to see, it's slightly hard on camera to see. If I can get it to focus, but you may be able to see this slight cracking and perishing within the tread. It's only an advisory item at this point, but it is something to look out for in the future. And again, at its lowest point, the tyre is reading 5.1 millimeters, and the front brake pads are reading 7 millimeters, which are only around 40% worn. As we move on to the offside, again, all steering suspension components all in good condition. Again, no excessive play in any of the joints, all the boots are intact. No leaks on the calipers, breakers or shock absorber. Both front coil springs are intact. Again, on the near side, you may be able to see the cracking and perishing, but again, there's nothing to worry about at this point in time. It's just an advisory item. And the tread is reading between 5.3 and 5.9 millimeters. Again, the legal limit is 1.6. And the front brake pads are reading 7 millimeters. As you move on to the midsection, there's no leaks on the back of the engine. The exhaust is all in good condition. Follow it onto the rear. All rear suspension components are all good. No leaks on both rear shockers, calipers, and the fuel filter. No play in entry while throttling, side throttle bushes. Both rear coil springs are all intact. Rear trailing arm bushes are all in good condition. The near side rear tyre is reading 7 millimeters across the tread. Again, slight perishing, not as severe as any of the other tyres, but again, it's starting to crack and perish. On the offside, as you may be able to see, is slightly more severe. But again, isn't down to cords, but is very deep, especially on the offside rear. But again, the tread is reading between 4.5 and 5.3 millimeters, and the rear brake pads are reading 5 millimeters on the outer pad and around 4 millimeters on the inner. We do recommend replacing them at 3 millimeters, so I would just advise keeping an eye on them just to make sure they don't wear excessively. And the discs are partially lipped, but I wouldn't recommend replacing them along with the pads just right now. But I would advise inspecting them before the pads are replaced. And finally, on the near side, the tyres are reading 7 millimeters across the tread, and the rear brake pads again are reading 4 millimeters on the inner and 5 on the outer. So that concludes the health check. So thank you for choosing Clayton's Mansfield. Our advisors will be in contact with you soon.